Hey, thanks for tuning in to session 4 of Hilo Live. Tonight we're going to be talking about supporting your team in Hilo. So we all know that duplication is the name of the game in network marketing, and we're all trying to get there. It's hard though. It's a challenge because you learn what you do and you do it well, and you try to teach your team members to do the exact same thing to be as successful as you are. But it can be difficult to sort of pass that information on, and it's hard to keep track with so many people joining your team at a time. You might have a team training page. You might be using a Facebook page to get information out there, but things are always scattered. So we tried to solve for that with Hilo with the team sharing functions, and we hope that we did a good job. We are open to suggestions if you have them. What we wanted to do was we wanted to create an area where when you share things, it's exactly where you're working on it, right? So when you share a script, when you're sending out emails, or even when you're in Facebook Messenger, you can have that open in another tab and just be copying and pasting from your scripts. It makes things so much easier. It makes things so much faster. You're not searching for them through a Facebook page or through your notes or through a Dropbox or having to log into anything else. Exactly where you get your work done is where you find the tools that you need to get your work done. So that was the idea. All of your contacts are in the same place. All of your notes on your contacts are in the same place. And all of the things that you use to reach out and automate your marketing and all of that in the same place. So it's the virtual office. That was really what we were going for. We understand that it's a new age, right? We're not all sitting in offices right next to each other where, you can shadow your mentor for a couple of days and figure out how they do their business. It's a little bit harder. We have to overcome the challenge of the distance. So this is our answer to that, and we hope that we hit the mark. I am going to be referencing YouTube. We're going to hear me saying YouTube throughout this video. And the reason for that is this is going to be high level. Hilo Live is meant to be a conceptual series, so I kind of want to cover broader concepts and not in as much detail of how you perform each individual function. If you want more detailed tutorials on how to perform those functions, they'll be on our YouTube page. And all you have to do is search for Hilo IPA on YouTube, and you will come to our YouTube channel, and you'll see there are tons and tons of videos there. So, and if I missed one, just let me know and I'll make you one. So, and I can be reached, you can always reach us at support@hiloipa.com. So without further ado, I'm going to share my screen with you so that we can start getting on with the sharing functions and how you support your team in Hilo. And yeah, let's get it going. So 1 second. All right. So we're on our dashboard, but where we're going to go is under team and marketing here up in our header bar. We're going to show you there are 2 ways to view your team in Hilo. So we have this team chart view, which is really cool. And then we have a team list view. Now, I will say if you have a really big team, if you've got a team of like 500 people or more than 500 people, first of all, God bless you. Congratulations. That is a very nice place to be coming from. But the org chart view is going to be tough for you to see names and detail on this view. We know this. It is known. It's just the way the org chart displays. Your organization is so wide and then goes down so much that it's really difficult to see the individual detail. But what you can do is, if you want to use this view, you can, in this search field right up here in the left, you type the name of someone if you know who you're looking for, and it'll pop up like that, does that little dance for you. But if you do not, if you do not have a huge team, this is actually a really cool view. You can see very clearly who the directs are and how your tree is functioning and how your organization is growing. Are you growing down? Are you growing across? If you only have directs and there aren't any legs under those directs, you want to start focusing there. So it is a good view, particularly when you're starting out. But then we have the team list view. This is for, well, you can use it at any time if you don't have a small team or a large team, but this makes it much easier for people with larger teams to see who's on it. You just drop these little arrows down and you go under your directs to their directs to their directs. And now we're going to cover very, very briefly, again, video on YouTube. Promised I was going to be saying that a lot. There's the first time. Inviting. So this is how you connect with people in Hilo. You are going to enter people in here either individually, which is right here, and again, not going into huge detail. You would choose their upline member. You would say what their first name, their last name is, and their email address. You click submit, and then they would be added to this list here. Once they are, you would click these little buttons over here that say invite, either resend invite or invite. And what you're doing there is you're sending them an email and asking them to connect with you in Hilo. Once they connect with you, they accept that invitation, they create an account in Hilo, then you are connected and you can share. So you can share with them, they can't share with you. You share down only. That's just how it works now. That's how we can protect everyone's information and make sure nobody's getting things they shouldn't. If you see this little envelope over here, that means that you're connected. So they've accepted your request, they've created an account, and now they are here and you can share with them in Hilo. They're getting all of your stuff. That's what that means. The other way to get your team members in here is to import. You'll see this button, import team from, and then a source. If you don't see this button, then that means that we don't have an import for your company. If you'd like us to build one for you and there's some sort of file that you can provide that your company provides for you, send it to us. We're at support@hiloipa.com, and we'll see if we can take care of that for you. But if you see this button, click on it. There are directions here on how to upload your team, and then you'll get this view and you'll get the org chart view. It'll do it all for you. Anyway, so moving on. Now we're going to see what it looks like when you want to share things with people. You also have some control over what you share. Actually, I have a lot of control. This screen will show you, so these are the people who have accepted and created accounts, so they've connected with you in Hilo. And now these are the type of things that you're sharing with them. So you can share, it's a whole thing though. So I'm sharing all of the shared documents with Kate. I'm sharing all of my shared scripts with Kate. I'm sharing all of my shared email templates and all of my shared email campaigns. So that's sharing. That's how you connect with people. Again, there's a video just on Team on YouTube that goes into this in greater detail. Now what we're going to talk about, so all of this sharing, so documents, just what these types of what these categories are. So documents are static documents. So things like a PDF on more info on your business, or a PDF on more info on your products, or a flyer for a promotion that you're doing, something like that. That type of information that people aren't really editing, they're just kind of attaching it to emails. That would be a document. Scripts or sample language. So sample language you could pop into a Facebook Messenger or into an email or some other thing, text. Email templates are fancier versions of that. We have an HTML version in here. And email campaigns, which are scheduled interval emails to go out. So like, I want this to go out day 1, this will be a day 3 email, 2 days later, day 5, I want this email to go out. You can schedule them all to go out. So you can build all of these things in Hilo, you can store them, and you can share them. So now we're gonna focus in this tutorial, in this video, on scripts and email campaigns. And the reason for that is email templates we covered in our last video, and documents are kind of self-explanatory. So we're gonna live over in these two categories. And we're gonna start with scripts, and again, under our team and marketing header, you go under marketing and we'll click scripts. And now scripts is sort of, it's our way of answering that question of, I don't know where to start. I don't know what to say. So you can empower people by, when they sign on with you, you have them grab one of these accounts, open an account, connect with you. We have a free account up to 200 contacts, so they can get started for nothing, or they can just benefit from what you've shared for $0. And you have this library available for them. So one of the things that we recommend as an upline member is that you load all of your scripts into Hilo. So come in here, and under user scripts, you just start adding scripts. And you say whether you want them to be shared or personal. So maybe you have some that are very personal and you don't really want that to be out with your whole team. Maybe you have your top 5 and you're like, you know what, I don't want to overwhelm them. I just want them to have 5 good starting points for new reach outs, 5 good starting points for follow-ups, and 2 different ways of asking for a 3-way call. Easy. So that's another way to think about it. You create them shared, you create them, you submit, you're done. But we're going to go here under shared scripts because this is what your team members will see. And so this is a script that my upline member shared with me. So shared scripts, we're actually going to change that to shared with me to make that more clear. And here's the text that my upline member shared. So I'm a newbie. I come on, I sign up for my Hilo account, and they told me to go check out the scripts. So you can get very comfortable with the language and how people are reaching out and how easy it is by just having them read through like 10 scripts. So take a look at the sample language that's in there and then let's talk. So that's just, it's a way to start those conversations, give them a bunch of stuff and then speak to them. Give them a bunch of stuff, speak to them. So here we have the script. So say they're reading through and you tell them, I want you to take 3 scripts, any type that are in there, and find the ones that sound, that speak to you. The other thing I should mention is the nature of these businesses. So, you know, downlines mean, you know, they grow based on how high you are on the tree. So I might have a downline of 20 people, but my direct above me has a downline of 200 people. They can share my script, they can get my scripts that I've shared with them. They can also get my upline members if my upline member has an account and shares with their downline. Because remember, you know, everybody is inherited, it's ancestry. So they might, you can tell them to go through and be like, listen, find the person whose voice speaks to you. You know, there's definitely people we connect with more in this business, or they say like, I get that person, or I have a very corporate background and she's a really corporate person. She has that background too. So I feel like my people and her people, like that, they would respond well to her. Or you might say like, you know, if I'm reaching out to somebody who doesn't have that and I sound really formal in my emails, I want to get someone who's less formal and put my own spin on how they reach out and how they approach it. So what you can do is they can read through all the scripts that are available to them. You check these out. And what they do is like, you know what, I really like this one. I'm going to take it. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to paste it right in there. Now it's mine. Now I have it. Now I can do whatever I want with it. I can change it. I could say like, you know what, I didn't leave my corporate job, but I just left my job. And see these tags here? So contact tags are a way to personalize as well. So when you create these for your team and you share scripts, by putting this in, see now, and my upline member, which is me, because this is fake, my upline member put their name in. And I want to change that because for my team, when I share these with my team, I want this to be dynamic. So that's what this tag does. It makes this dynamic. And what it does for this one in the contact field right here, hi, contact first name is what it says. What that does is when you go to bulk email, if you say like, this is a really generic email, but I can send it to like 10 people, I might just send it. I might just bulk email them. I might send it to 10 people to just put the feelers out because it's a really high level first reach out. Hi, if I had 4 people that I was reaching out to in a bulk email, I checked off 4 names. I did, hi Karen, hi Lainey, hi Casey, hi Janine, right? So they would each get an email addressed to them personally. It wouldn't be hi and nothing, which sort of keys people into the fact that you're not reaching out individually. But now I want to make this dynamic for my whole team. So I'm going to take this tag that's your first name. I'm going to copy it and I'm going to paste it here. So, it jumped up there. We'll put it down. So now I've made it dynamic. So when I share it with someone down from me, it automatically takes all of the names. So it'll take the person. So if I shared this with my team member, Lori, it would say, hi, whoever she's sending this to, best, Lori. Or if it were another team member that took the exact same script without changing anything in here, it would say, hi, whoever they're sending it to, best, Debbie. So they, you know, it's pulling information from what's in the My Account section in Hilo, or from what's in the contacts card that you're sending it to. So that's a really cool feature. And yeah, so then I can change this message, I can make it my own, and I submit it. And oh, I didn't give it a title. New reach out, mine. We submit it, and there it goes. Yep, there it is. So now there it is. And now I can use that whenever I'm sending my emails, and it's mine. I don't have to worry about it. So that's a great way to get people started. Or if they've kind of hit a roadblock and they're like, I just don't quite get it, this is a good exercise to go through. And then when they're done, they'll build their own library. They'll have their own library of ways to reach out, and then they can adapt them over time as things change. It's really great. The next thing we're going to take a look at is campaigns. So again, under our team and marketing area, I should have spoken about that. Team and marketing, and then campaigns right here, and that'll bring you to this page. Now this is really cool too. So campaigns, rather than explaining, I'm going to show for this. But campaigns are our answer to, I don't know how to support my downline. How do we train? It kind of answers those two little dilemmas. You can schedule emails to go out. So like if you're training somebody on your team, somebody new joins, you can have an email campaign. You add them to your team in the team section, and then you go to their contact, you look them up, and you assign them to this campaign. And maybe you have this, so my upline shared with me this campaign. This is their getting started one. It's called Newbies to Doozies. And if you take a look at it, there's 3 emails in there. So let's say that it's a 3-day campaign, and then they have a second one, which is like the second module of it. Or you could have one campaign that was 10 emails. The idea is that you schedule them to go out either every day or every other day, or however you want to make that schedule, however often you want emails going out to these people. I like the every day. I think that it's good to have, I think it's good for consistency and getting people trained that every day you should be doing something. You don't have to spend 4 hours in a day, but every day you should do a little bit of something. And it's consistency. You know, you're just kind of teaching them just this standardization. It's bite size, and you're not overwhelming them. The other thing that's great about the shared campaigns is, for the most part, you're standardizing your training across your team. Everybody's getting the same messaging. They're doing things the same way within reason. You know, everybody's going to have their own flavor, but the core of it will be the same. Yeah, and you're giving them that actionable information in these digestible portions. And it gives you a schedule that you know that they're learning on. So you know that if you assign somebody to a campaign on Tuesday, that you know in 4 days they're going to be at the point where their list is done, they've gone through all of their scripts, they've watched 2 videos, and now I want to check in with them. So you can say like, okay, so I'm assigning you a bunch of stuff. You're going to get emails from me every day, and let's schedule a call for Saturday, because I want to see how you did up until that point. And I want to check in with you then. So it gives you a schedule. You know exactly how much they've gone through. It's not just like, did you go through the training page? They know, you know exactly where they are. So this is what was shared with me, but say I want to personalize it myself. I kind of want it to have my voice. You click copy and give it a second. That's my dog snoring in the background. I apologize. Those are my assistants. I have a very lazy staff. Oh, fun. But working from home, this is although I love it, I can't complain. So now I've copied it. Now it's mine. Again, I can go in there and I can mess around with this as much as I want. And then I can familiarize myself with it, and I can personalize it. That's that's what the name of the game is here, right? So here, I see what my upline had shared with me. Say I didn't get this. Maybe I joined before they set up this campaign. I want to check it out and see what they have. So it's a welcome email. The subject of the email is welcome aboard. Day one, great. It goes out at 8 a.m. That all looks good to me. I don't need to change anything. She's not using a template. She just typed something right in here. And so I read it. She used, okay, cool. She used the tags and she used the tag down there. Okay, so now I just need to see if this is exactly what I want them to do today. And yeah, I think I'm okay with it. I'm fine with that one. That one doesn't, I don't have to do anything with it. And that really is it. You can add new messages to it. You could say, I want this to be a 5-day campaign. You can take away messages. You can add different things in here, and you can totally customize this to make it your own. So I'm sure everybody's run into this, or you will. Sometimes you sign somebody on and it's a new consultant, and then they sign someone almost immediately because someone that they speak, that one of the first people they speak to jumps on it. They're like, I totally get it. I totally get why you did it and I want to do it too. And then they're like, crap, what do I do? I don't know. I've only been doing this for a couple of days. Calm down. There's a shared campaign in there. You're in the middle of it. Copy it. Send it to them. Just get them on the schedule an appointment with them for 4 days from now. We'll already have gone through our meeting. Actually invite them to our meeting. It just opens it up where they don't feel such pressure. And again, it's that bite-sized information that you're giving them, and you're teaching them to do the same with their people. You're also teaching them, when you do it this way, it's not so hard. It's not going to suck up every minute of your day, because that's what we're trying to do, is we're trying to show people how to do this in 20, 30 minutes, an hour a day. That's all you have to do. If you're doing this for 8 hours a day and you're not getting anywhere, then you're not doing it right. You're probably not focusing on the right things. So that's it. That is supporting your team in Hilo. I think that's all that I had on my list. I keep checking so I don't forget anything. I think that's it. All right. I'm going to close out. I hope you found this useful. And if you have questions, I'm always available. Again, support at hiloipa.com. Again, I'm going to plug the YouTube channel again, because all of the details on everything, how to create campaigns and how to create email templates, creating scripts, using the replacement tags, so those things that put the contact name and your email address and all of that stuff. There are tutorials on that on the YouTube page. YouTube, search hiloipa, not .com, just search Hilo IPA. Please like us on Facebook. Again, that's the Hilo IPA page, not just the Hilo page. Please like the Hilo IPA page. We post some cool stuff up there. And then we have a blog, because we don't have enough to do. Go to our blog at blog.hiloipa.com, and we post some articles up there, and we try to keep people informed and just trying to spread good information. And, if we get questions, we just try to answer them in any way that we can. So you all have a great night. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.